Business, Labour and Government have met again to discuss the next steps to saving the country's economy. This to help in preparing for the reopening of the economy under lockdown level 2. We're now joined by NEDLAC's Executive Director, Lisa Seftel. A very good afternoon to you, Lisa, and thank you for your time today. So what has been the outcome of NEDLAC's meeting with the President today?
Yes, thank you very much. There was a meeting today at a Forum for Economic Recovery that was chaired by the President, and all the social partners, government, business, labour and community put forward their proposals for economic recovery. And there was an enormous amount of convergence and consensus between the different social partners, and a very strong commitment that there needs to be decisive action and decisive leadership going forward. So some of the common themes that all the social partners agreed to is that we need to focus on job creation, on infrastructure, sectoral focus, energy stability. Thanks.
And what are some of the core issues that are specific to level 2 did the President address?
To be honest, the focus was on economic recovery, and while there was a very strong acknowledgement about the COVID-19 pandemic and the impact that has had on the economy, there wasn't a detailed discussion about a shift to level 2 at all.
And what type of timelines are we talking about here? Because timing is also very important when it comes to the resurgence and the resuscitation of business. So many businesses have already closed down. Others are just hanging, by a thread, literally breathing their last breaths. What type of messaging did the President get from business regarding this and the urgency thereof?
Well, absolutely, not only from business, but also from organised labour and from community about the crisis that we're facing around retrenchments and joblessness. And so there's a commitment that this economic recovery plan will focus both on immediate actions, such as income replacement recovery plan for the tourism sector, as well as long-term sustainable measures.
I know that the alcohol and the cigarette industries have been under the spotlight at the moment, and they're also very large contributors to the country's purse as far as the taxes that they paid. Was this under discussion at all?
As I said, not specifically. Business did make a call on behalf of the liquor industry of the crisis that the liquor industry is facing, and the need to be able to address it with due regard to health protocols and recognizing the impact that liquor does have on the healthcare system.
Lisa, as mentioned a bit earlier on, companies are concerned about saving what is left of their businesses. What additional measures did the President perhaps put forward to save jobs in the reopening of the economy?
Well, let me just say that this was a forum where the President was really listening to the social partners. Government did make a presentation, a very extensive presentation, looking at 3 phases, an immediate phase, a second phase, and then a more long-term phase, and numbers of proposals, many which are already in the public domain, were put forward with a commitment that there needs to be action and that these do need to be implemented.
And some of the key outcomes that business presented to the President, can you highlight some of those that maybe were not in the President's radar beforehand?
I think one of the things that was remarkable about the meeting is that it's not as if there was something new, but that there was a consensus about what needs to be done, as well as a willingness, a commitment, for example, from business to partner on an infrastructure delivery plan. And I think that's really what marked this meeting.